Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to The Daily Blue. I'm your host for today, Jason Galka, and today who's joining me is Laura Sikorski of 100 Women Who Care About Long Island and Jennie DiGuardia of palomine.org. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us once again. Great to see you back.
Same here.
So, Laura, I'm actually going to start with you, Laura. Tell us a little bit of background about 100 Women Who Care About Long Island.
Thank you. 100 Women was founded in the Midwest by a woman and her friends who decided that they wanted to do something for their local charities, but they couldn't devote enough time to be on committees. So they decided that they would pick a charity at a meeting, and then each one would write a check for $100. And to date, we have over 125 chapters across the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
That's amazing.
So it's very exciting for us, very exciting. And then our chapter leader, Tracy Lobdell, she heard about the group probably about 2 or 3 years ago and decided to start a chapter in Long Island, and actually we were the first ones in New York State.
Wow.
And so far this year, we've donated over $35,000 to individual Nassau and Suffolk County organizations.
That's amazing. And actually, 100 women have donated to your organization too, Jennie, Palomine.
Yes, I think we just figured out this morning that we were the third organization that received a donation. And the nice thing is, as we're growing as 100 women, each donation gets larger. So each group that goes in with a nominated charity is looking forward to an even larger donation.
Wow, it's so great. And this is an amazing organization that you're part of too. Can you give us a little bit of background about it?
Sure. O Mine Equestrian is a non-for-profit facility located in Islandia, and we provide therapeutic horseback riding and equine-assisted learning and psychotherapies to people with special needs and disabilities.
And you actually joined about 10 years ago now. You combined your love for teaching, right, and your love for horses, and kind of found something to bring it together, really.
I was fortunate enough when my youngest son went to preschool to be looking for something to volunteer doing. And I found Palomine. And I was able to, after volunteering there, I became part of their staff. And I've been there about 10 years. And I've now, like you said, been able to combine my passion for teaching and my love for horses. And it's just a wonderful thing. Yeah. The money that we raised from 100 Women Who Care, we tried to put back into a community that related to women. And we had a very successful group of a psychotherapy program with the horses in the arena. It's all grounds work where the women are very empowered through working with the horses. And we had provided this program for 12 weeks. And it was so successful that we decided to launch another one with the money we raised. So we are still running that second one. And the nice thing about it is there was enough funds to incorporate art therapy for the children of the women who were involved in the program, so they didn't have to worry about not being able to attend because of childcare.
Now, you talk about types of women. What are the types of women that are part of Palomine?
The types of women that we ran this program for were for battered women.
Okay. Wow. It's very empowering. So, I mean, what is it like to see the faces of these women and these children when you can provide a service like this? I mean, I know so many women that have been domestic violence victims. So me personally, just knowing them, I mean, this is a great organization for people like them to get involved with. So what is it like for you to see these women, you know, putting their life back together after something so horrific?
It's almost something that's difficult to explain. It's when you see someone come into the arena so timid and afraid of the horses, and at the end leave the program almost to where they're standing up. They join together in unity with each other and use the support that they found from one another to empower themselves and be able to stand up. So if a horse is nudging them a little bit, and whereas they just stood and took it for the first 6 weeks of the program, they're able to say, no, this is my space and you need to back off a little bit. And I think that's how I won our donation, because we get our names picked out of a hat, which charity is going to receive the donation for that time. And I think I actually cried when I was explaining a story about one of the things that happened with one of the women.
Wow.
But it is a very powerful organization. I visited the actual grounds, and you see the hugeness of the horses. And when you think about a petite woman who is battered and then gets to have a real camaraderie, I guess you'd call it, with the horse, and it just was an amazing, amazing effect. On me personally.
Yeah, I mean, being part of the 100 Women of Long Island Who Care, I mean, what was it like for you to see this money go to such a great cause?
It was amazing for me. I had not known about all of the different types of Nassau-Suffolk County charities. Part of the requirement to belong to the group or to be nominated by a member for the group is that you have to be Nassau-Suffolk, you have to be a 501c3, and you have to not put our names on a mailing list. Okay, that's our requirement. And when we looked at the number of organizations, it's over 1,200 just in Nassau and Suffolk County that meet the requirements. So we were very excited that when Jennie had found us, I think it was what, Long Island Business News?
Yes, Long Island
that
Business
had
News.
done an ad about us, and she just, you know, came to the first meeting and she was very timid, and then her name was picked out of the hat, as she said. And you know, just to step back a little bit about that is that the members nominate a charity. The charity is vetted, and to be sure that they meet the requirements and that they are not using the money for administrative services. It has to be used to go to a program. So what happens then at the meetings is all of the members that are on site, their name of the charity goes in a hat, and then the bucket passes around the meeting room, and 3 are chosen. So then the three members from different charities speak to the group about why they think their charity should get the money. And then the members vote, and they win, and it's very exciting. But what happens afterwards is the next meeting in 4 months, that charity has to come back and speak to the membership about indeed what they did with the money.
Wow.
So it's great.
It is great.
Yeah.
I mean, what does it mean to both of you to be part of these organizations?
It's first of all, it's fun. It's really been great getting to know Laura and some of the other women from all these different charities and facets of Long Island, that you see all these professional women and all the good that they're doing. But to be so involved in Palomine and see how much that I get back from giving, there's not that many organizations I could get involved with the amount of time there is in a day. So this way, I feel like I'm really giving to other organizations on Long Island every 4 months.
It's amazing. I mean, how do you find the women? Like, for instance, these battered women that came to Palomine. I mean, how did they find you or you find them?
My executive director and founder of Palomine, Lisa Gaddy, is a remarkable woman. She started Palomine in 1996 with 2 of her BOCES at-risk students and 1 horse. And since then, she has dedicated her life to just reaching out and writing grants and finding organizations for people who need help. So it's not just women who are battered, it's children and adults of any age with any disability, at-risk youth, and the such. So the women who came for the battered youth came from the Suffolk County Coalition, I believe, for women.
Okay, interesting, very interesting. I mean, Laura, what is it like for you to be part of 100 Women of Long Island Who Care?
It is very different for me because I had done a lot of different volunteering for a lot of the, you know, larger organizations on Long Island. And when Tracy, who is a friend, said, you know, she heard about this, what do you think? And I said, I'm in, you know. I said, it just sounds so simple and so logical. Why not get involved? And what happened is as the name spread, and of course with Corinne Caro and her membership and the Daily Blue and Blue Chip Marketing, it was so perfect for her to kind of spread the word within her network. And it's exciting to have that, you know, to see a meeting. And, you know, we've changed our logo to be 100 plus because we're assuming that we are going to make a little bit more. You know, we're at, I think, 85 members right now. So.
And it probably just boosts all energy levels when you see all of this going to such good and benefiting so many people. I mean, both amazing charities. How can people get in touch with you guys?
Our website is 100wwcli.org, and on the web you can certainly become a member and also take a look at the different charities, take a look at the pictures and where we've been interviewed and some of our members. And we welcome you all to the next meeting, which is October 14th, 6:30 at Jewel Restaurant in Melville. And we do hope to see you there.
And you don't have to be a member to come to the meeting.
Absolutely.
You just can't vote if you're not a member. So if you want to just come and check it out, you can come and check it out before joining.
And there's absolutely no fee to attend. So,
and then there's cocktails and hors d'oeuvres afterwards. So she just loves that. I love
she loves that
the social hour
Candy to draw
afterwards.
you in. Well, ladies, thank you so much
Thank
for sharing
you.
this with us today. I mean, both amazing charities, and please keep up the good work. Because as I said, I know people that have been in these type of situations, and to see that there is hope out there for them, and you're helping to provide that, that's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you so much at home for joining us. I'm Jason Galka, and we will see you next time here on The Daily Blue.